welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to ask the $1,000,000 question. Who is wearing that Black Panther suit? Now, this has been an everlasting debate since Marvel, Disney, the Black Panther crew, and Ryan Coogler have decided not to recast T'Challa. Now, the trailer was amazing. The teaser, make sure we know that. The teaser was amazing for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And it really played into the fact that in the universe, T'Challa isn't around anymore. Things are in flux. And it's going to be a part of the story. It's going to be that T'Challa isn't around. It's going to be such an interesting point. Now, not everybody's cool with that. Like, you know, the moment this trailer came out and everyone was loving on it, of course, the hashtag Recast T'Challa guys came out, you know, and I'm just gonna say this. I don't really, like, I'm trying to think. Every fandom and every hashtag movement has negative people. All of them. Worst case scenario, Snyder Cult. Oh, God. I mean, they're about as bad as you can get. Snyder Cult, a Phantom Menace, you know, like, there's a lot out there. You know, and Marvel has them too. DC, obviously DC, even though you can kind of group the toxic DC people in the Snyder Cult. Because, like, it turns out that the toxic, super toxic guys were in the Snyder Cult. They weren't actually DC fans, as it turns out. But I will say, the whole hashtag Recast T'Challa crowd is getting kind of cultish. They're getting kind of Zack Snyder cultish, and like I understand, I completely get. I disagree, but I understand someone who wants it to be recast. Awesome, I got you. They didn't go that way. If Marvel had come out and said, we're recasting T'Challa, we're in the process of looking for an adequate actor to step into that role, I would have rolled with it. I'd have been like, okay. I mean, that's a lot of pressure on that guy, and God hope he's good, because if he sucks, then everyone's going to come out of that movie saying, why don't they just cancel the Black Panther, because the actor they got sucked. Like, we hope you guys can do this. You know? But I would have rolled with it. I would have rolled with it. Because there was no right answer to this. And the thing is, I think some of the people out there who are literally like, I'm not going to watch this movie because they won't recast T'Challa, I kind of take that, like I said, it's one thing to have an opinion and go, this is what I wish they would have done. They didn't do that. Okay, well, let me go see this movie so you can show me, and go into the movie with an open heart and, you know, an open mind and you know, willingness to understand what story they're telling. You know what I mean? But go into the movie to give it a chance. And if you still don't like it and you think, oh, they should have recast, that's fine. But these guys are literally attacking the trailer, attacking people who like the trailer, saying how, oh, it's manipulative and it's using his death and to prop it up. And it's like, dude, like, no. And I've even seen some people say that it's showing black struggle, and I'm just like, no, like, chill the fuck out. Your opinion ain't gospel. Just because you want it to be hashtag change, you know, hashtag recast Black Panther, doesn't mean you get to harass people who disagree with you. And it doesn't, and then it makes you sound like an arrogant asshole. In my opinion, a lot of these hashtag recast T'Challa people sound like arrogant assholes, because essentially you're saying, my opinion is the right opinion, and I don't want to hear any other opinion about it. And you know what? I so believe that I'm right because I know it all, that I'm not even going to go see the movie because I don't want the movie to prove me wrong, so I come out here looking like a dumbass. And that's the last I'll be talking about the hashtag Recast T'Challa crowd, because they are getting to Snyder Cult levels of annoying. Anywho, let's get back to the new Black Panther. Who is it? Now, all disclosure, I have heard things. You know, like you just hear things when you're around the thing, when you're on Twitter and shit. I have heard things. And I don't know if I should talk about it here, but I have heard things. Just, looking around. And, word on the grapevine is, at least at a certain point, Shuri will be in the suit. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. We're all guessing here. But I keep hearing stuff that Shuri may be in the suit at least once in the movie. I don't know if she is going to become the next Black Panther. I still push back against it. Now, I know Shuri was the Black Panther in the comics. And she was actually pretty cool as the Black Panther. But Shuri is such a different character in the comics than she is in the MCU. Like, Shuri in the comics is basically an angrier version of T'Challa. Because she's a badass warrior, but she's like really angry and quick-tempered. She's smart. She knows tactics. She can fight. But she's just not the politician that T'Challa is. She's a lot more likely to, kill your ass than T'Challa is. Which T'Challa will kill a motherfucker. But, he's a little bit more diplomatic about it. She's more likely to fucking gut you. She's a more aggressive, less experienced version of T'Challa in the comics. At least that's the vibe I've always got off of her. Like, old school Shuri when she first got the suit. Nowadays, they kind of interpret her like kind of like a mixture between the old Shuri and the one from the MCU. But back in the day, no, she was just, that's what she was. She was kind of like, she wanted to fight T'Challa for the right. In fact, she was going to fight for it until he got there. But I digress. So that version of Shuri, it made sense for her to be the Black Panther because she's not that because she's like a step below T'Challa. She's not that far. They're not that different in skill level, so it made sense. But the MCU Shuri is a tech whiz, and she's played by Letitia Wright, who is skinny. Like, I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to shame or body shame or anything, but she's a very thin girl, and sometimes they cast thin girls in roles in movies and stuff, and like they bulk up, what do you think, Brie Larson, or when goddamn Natalie Portman was coming on to play Mighty Thor, but they bulked up, and you saw them bulk up, and you saw it. But, Letitia didn't look that much bigger to me. I didn't see anything that made me think she looked remotely bigger. Now, granted, they could maybe do something with some CGI, but I don't know. She just didn't look that much bigger to me. And on top of that, she doesn't know how to fight. Now, a lot of stuff could have happened in the years between Endgame and this, because, technically it takes place in sort of pseudo-real time. So a lot of stuff could have happened in the year or two, maybe. Though I think it's going to be a little more like a year, because nothing's really been that far away from Endgame. Some stuff has taken place months after Endgame. Hell, Secret Invasion is going to take place. It's either going to take place right after Endgame. I think Secret Invasion is going to take place directly after the events of Endgame. Like after the events. So, there's different shows that have taken place in different time periods after Endgame. So it's hard to really tell how far away is it gonna, But either way, it doesn't make any logical sense that Shuri would be trained enough to even be able to hold the mantle, in my opinion. And it's always been my opinion. I made a video about it years ago when Chadwick Boseman passed. Is Nakia, Lupita Nyong'o, needs to be the Black Panther. I've said, I've kind of outlined the reasons Nakia needs to be the Black Panther from both a actual, business perspective and from a story perspective. From a business perspective, she is the best actress in this film. She's the best actor in this film. Now, I know Angela Bassett is probably going to kill it, and Angela Bassett is one of the greatest actresses of all time. But Lupita Nyong'o is the best actress in this movie. She has done so many different things, and she has been believable. Anything from Nope to The Queen. I can't remember that chess movie, that chess Disney movie, but she was great in that. I've seen her in so many different films, and she has been killing it in all of them. She is an Oscar-winning actress. There's not a lot of those going around. In fact, I'm not sure is there an Oscar winner in a leading role in the MCU? To have the opportunity to have an Oscar-winning actress headlining the Black Panther franchise is just, it's something that you can't overlook. Like, she is, male or female, the best actor in this movie. She is the most accomplished actor in this movie. She was the most accomplished actor in the first movie. So there's just no way you have like this. She has already been a lead actress in multiple films. So it's like, it's one of those things where, like, if you really want, so from an outside in, like from a business perspective, from, the other big perspective, she's great hands to give the franchise to. Whereas Letitia Wright, whoa, the shit she be talking about? I mean, she says some wild shit, man. Do you really trust her not to say some crazy shit? Then y'all have to fire her? Then y'all have to fucking Gina Carano her? And now we gotta fucking recast the Black Panther all over again? No, Letitia has no baggage on her. She's the best actor in this movie. She, not Letitia, Nakia's character, aka, Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita has no baggage. She is the best actor in this film. And from a business perspective, from a marketing perspective, she's the perfect candidate. Now, from a story perspective, I've talked about this before, is that if you go back and watch the original Black Panther, one of the story arcs of Black Panther that they sadly, Chadwick won't get around to playing. Now, sadly he won't be able to play. I don't know why I said it that way. He won't be able to play that, sadly, after his tragic passing. Is one of the aspects of Black Panther that I always enjoy, in all its many different forms, is where at a certain point, Black Panther, when he joins the Avengers, he spends a lot of time over there. And his own Wakandans start questioning where his loyalties lie. And it becomes this interesting thing of him trying to balance being a superhero and being a king. Because it becomes like this because Aquaman kind of has that going on with him too, where Atlantis kind of looks at him like, hey, yo, like, you're going off fighting with the Justice League, we need you down here. And it becomes this interesting dichotomy because he so wants to go out there and help, later on they become friends, him and the Avengers. So it's like, yeah, I want to go help my friends, I want to go fight this big evil thing and be a superhero, but I also am a king, so I got that responsibility as well. It's an interesting thing. We never got around to getting that because, as you know. But Nakia, there was already a bit of that in Nakia's character arc in the first Black Panther movie, with people already kind of feeling some way about her. Okoye obviously giving her that line of, I can't just come and go as I please like you. And, her feeling like she isn't worthy of wearing the Dora Milaje garb, her feeling uncomfortable, her feeling like an outsider in her own home. There are many aspects of her character that are interesting for someone who feels like an outsider, someone who spent so much time on the outside. By the way, that's another big reason I think she'd be great, because she's a war dog, she's a spy, she has combat training, and she has actually spent time outside of Wakanda more than anyone else, which is an aspect of T'Challa in the comics and animation form that has always been cool, is he spent time outside of Wakanda. In the comics, he went to fucking every university in America he could. So it's like, it's one of those things where, Nakia's already been out of Wakanda. She's seen the world. She has, ideas. And on top of it all, she was the one presenting the ideas that T'Challa would adopt of helping people, of using Wakanda's resources to help people, of inclusion, and all these different things, of opening up their borders and showing people kindness and, you know, all these things that they could do. She's the one who came to him with these ideas. So really, all of his ideas, beliefs, and whatnot are all of her beliefs and whatnot. Not only that, but she does have a right, she has a legitimate right to the throne, as there are a bunch of royal tribe families, and she is one of the, you know, she is in one of those families, and she could challenge for the throne. And I just think that, and not only that, but she was the love interest of T'Challa. How is she dealing with his death? And you know, I do think it might be telling that the trailer opens up. It doesn't open up on Shuri. It doesn't open up on Angela Bassett's character. It opens up on Nakia staring out into the you know, into the water. And I do think that might be telling. And you know, she's gonna carry on what he believed, because she believed that from the jump. It can't be Okoye, because Okoye is too strict, and I can't even imagine her wanting to take that role. I don't believe Shuri's right for it. M'Baku knows very little of the world. The person who becomes the Black Panther needs to be someone who can lead them into a future. And the only person there who even has a thought on the future, someone who shared the same desire, same, you know, ideas as T'Challa, is Nakia. Also, in the first Black Panther movie, guess who was the first person that both Shuri and Black Panther's mother thought should take the harsher herb and become the Black Panther? Oh yeah, it was Nakia. Like I say, they are like, I don't know, like, dude, I would. It's funny. I'm talking about the freaking hashtag recast people. I would think it'd be a major missed opportunity if they don't give it to her, because the story just lines up perfectly. Anyways, thank you guys for the Comic Game Movie Show. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. What do you think? Who do you think is wearing that Black Panther suit? Comment below and let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.